the weekend, LeBron James and the LA Lakers defeated the Denver Nuggets to take on the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals. The question is, will LeBron close the gap on Michael Jordan if the Lakers take down the Heat? Here to discuss is Mr. Ryan Colsis, BHS head baseball coach and special education teacher, and Devin Keel, BHS student, athlete, and sports analyst. Hello, fellas.
What's going on?
Listen, I'm gonna start it off. Let's start off with Mr. Keel because in our meeting, we went off. We almost knocked down the coffee. And look at him sipping on this day. You know what it is. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you start off.
A lot of cats been saying Lakers in 6. Some fools been saying Lakers in 7, but I'm gonna call it right now. Lakers in 4. Maybe a 5. If LeBron want to give cats hope, but I'm saying it right now. This is a business trip. Just like Jimmy Butler said, this is a business trip, right? So we're winning this chip, and who wouldn't want to hear the story for Kobe Bryant here?
Yeah, but we didn't answer the question. What is he going to close the gap versus Jordan? Listen, LeBron James
he can't close the gap because he only has 3 rings. He's going for his 4th ring like it was his first.
Understandable. But like I'm saying, LeBron James, is he the GOAT? Will he be the GOAT? Will he beat Michael Jordan?
Well, tell it right here if he can win.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a hard matchup. He's going against a team he won 2 rings with. 1 ring with. We're going to see if he's that GOAT talk.
No, listen. LeBron James would never never be the GOAT. He would never be the GOAT. He's top 3, top 2. Well, maybe, top 3 in best time NBA of all time. All time. He's on the Mount Rushmore of basketball. It's Michael, Kobe, LeBron, I would say Magic Johnson, then Larry Bird. LeBron James would never, ever be the GOAT. He would never outbeat Michael Jordan. Never. Mr. K, go ahead. I'm talking too much.
I got nothing to say. He'll never pass Kobe in my mind. So he'll never touch Jordan. I'm good.
So you're saying he's not going to touch 5?
No.
It's different level. Not LeBron James. Michael Jordan set the expectation for basketball. He set it. There's no.
LeBron can get 7. I still won't say he's better than Kobe.
He can get until the day I die, until the day I'm in a funeral home. I will never, ever say LeBron James is the GOAT.
He's 3-6 in the NBA Finals as a record. He only has 3 out of 9. He will probably get 4 for 10 now. That's 40%. Jordan's 6 for 6. Kobe only 2, I think.
Jordan came out of retirement to go get a ring too. He came out of retirement to go get a ring. He's already stressed out because he started off as a rookie straight out of high school from Cleveland. Then he left. Then he went to Miami. He won a chip there. Then he went back to Cleveland. Won a chip there. He's moving all around. He is a good player. He's not the greatest of all time.
100%. No issues.
100%. He would never beat Jordan. Never. Ever.
Well, you got to look at it where LeBron brought cats that we don't know their names to the finals, the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying?
But we had AD.
But then you could say Michael Jordan has Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman. And Steve Kerr. A lot of people play big roles in that Chicago Bulls team, but that dynasty that they had back then is different from now's game. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But LeBron's always going to be the GOAT in my eyes, man. He's winning it, and he's getting 5 rings.
Nah, I'm sorry. It's always going to be Jordan. And he's on the Mount Rushmore of basketball. No doubt about that. But LeBron James would never beat Michael Jordan.
He's not going to be better than Jordan, but
Kobe.
LeBron's going to be a GOAT.
LeBron James is number 3. Top 3. That's it. Drop the mic. We're going to switch gears here. Doc Rivers just got fired from the Clippers. Can you justify him leaving?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you get the coveted free agent in Kawhi Leonard, you pair him with Paul George, and you get bounced in the semifinals of your conference. Come on.
The Nuggets.
I do like Doc Rivers, good coach,
Don't
great
like
guy.
because of the Nuggets. Denver's a good team.
No,
They showed
that was a
out.
good team. I think Doc's gonna have to come back to the East if he wants to find success.
Yep. Good. I love that. Yeah, they're very smart. Devin?
Yeah, he's a great coach. You know, he gave them 7 years. You know, from the Lob City time with CP3 and Blake Griffin. You know, he's a great coach. You know, I think he's going to get picked up.
What about
And,
Kawhi? What's Kawhi gonna do?
I don't know what that man's going to do. You know, actually, we was waiting for them in the finals, the conference finals. You know, we was supposed to meet up with them.
Me and Max Kellerman. I know Mr. K hates Max Kellerman from First Take, but I feel like Mr. K is the Max Kellerman of this segment. But anyways, now Miss Stephen A. Smith. Max Kellerman, me and Max Kellerman with the Clippers, the whole playoff, the whole bubble, and then no, they wasn't. They weren't doing their thing. They couldn't maintain.
I think
They were doing the same thing. That's why.
I think Paul George leaves in the offseason.
Okay.
Playoff P. You know, some people just disappear.
He's got to get out of LA. After naming himself Playoff P, that's a joke. I love Paul George, don't get me wrong. One of my favorite players, but not a good watch.
You know, I just think Kawhi just made a move and went to LA with the right LA, the Lakers, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, all good things come to an end.
Yeah. You know. All right, let's jump into the NFL. Did we learn Monday Night Football? Patrick Mahomes, he beat Lamar Jackson in the Ravens. Did we learn more about Mahomes, or did we learn more about Lamar that Monday Night Football?
I mean, Patrick Mahomes was already 2-0. So I mean, why not go 3-0 here?
Yeah.
Why not let it splash for the tray ball? You know.
I think when you think of the question of being, what do we learn more? Nothing will surprise you that Patrick Mahomes does.
Oh yeah, there's nothing about that. But
I think I'll more about Lamar Jackson. I'm not a huge fan of him. I've been on the record of saying he'll be out of the league or he'll be a backup in the next 5 years. I don't think he's going to have a long career. I just don't think so. And I'm not saying he's a bad player. I just don't think that style of play is going to be able to maintain at this high level. If you're going to be a dual threat quarterback, you still need to be 70% throwing. You know, Patrick Mahomes, I think, is the prototypical 70% throwing, 30% running, can move around in the pocket. Him and Aaron Rodgers, I would put on the same level.
Yeah. Him and Aaron Rodgers are right there.
I think that's fair.
I think, unfortunately, Lamar Jackson's more vice versa. 30% throwing, 70% running. And if a team can stack the box and win the line of scrimmage, I don't think Lamar Jackson has a good enough arm or has an elite arm to really win you ball games. So I don't think that Lamar Jackson is going to last this much longer. So I do think we learn more about Lamar Jackson in that regards.
All right. I agree. But let's go to the Cowboys. Lost to the Seahawks. But, Mr. K, it wasn't a blowout. Good game. Put up a fight. Better than last week. They get a better week after week. But what was the biggest problem facing the Cowboys? I'm going to go. Secondary. Secondary is the problem. Secondary is the problem. Tyler Lockett had a day. He had 3 touchdowns for 100 yards. That shouldn't be possible. No, shouldn't be possible. Nothing. No. Prescott was good. 472 yards, 3 touchdowns. Three touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That shouldn't be possible. He threw a last interception because he didn't know how to scramble out of the pocket or just go to the first down and go out of bounds. He had enough time. We have one timeout left. But the defensive line did pretty good to put some pressure on Russell Wilson.
Question for a Cowboys fan, Shamai.
Okay.
Jerry Jones knows Dak Prescott's stat line from the other day?
No.
Yeah. That's why he's not getting paid.
Zeke was not good at all either.
He can't be Superman every game.
You're right. You're quiet, Dad. Russell Wilson, he was he was good.
MVP
He was 27 for 40. He had 295 yards, 5 touchdowns. But Smith had 4 sacks on the Cowboys, gave Russell Wilson some heat. I know that for sure on the D line. So I don't know. I feel like the Cowboys need a better secondary. You need to pick and choose your defense. That's been the Cowboys' problem.
Probably the best, one of the best corners in
the NFL. Yeah. Well, let's go over to the Packers versus the Saints. Are we excited about the Packers or are we concerned about the Saints?
I'm excited for these Packers. Love it. I think
ready.
Aaron Rodgers is pissed off that they drafted his replacement way too early. He's not going to show any signs of aging, and he's going to be, if Russell Wilson's number 1 MVP voting right now, Aaron Rodgers number 2.
I definitely agree with that. Drew Brees, you, Mr. K, you were with him our very first segment, right? You thought they were going to the Super Bowl. You thought they were going to be very good. No. Yeah. But the thing is, teams are
No Michael Thomas.
Yeah, but teams are still warming up. No preseason, remember? Yep. Still no preseason. I call this preseason September, okay? I give teams 3 to 4 weeks to get into the hang of NFL football, especially the rookies.
Kamara looks pretty good. So Alvin Kamara looks pretty good. So you bring back Michael Thomas, I think that offense clicks again. So they might struggle for the first half of the year, but I can see them getting hot weeks, 10 to 16, 10 to 17, make that late, get the 6-7 seed, make some noise.
Yeah.
Again, no crowd, so home field advantage.
Oh no, they did have some crowd. It was like a high school game though.
When you get to the playoffs, you're not going to have thousands of fans, so home field advantage won't be doing that much.
You're right. All right, you're right. Week 3 predictions. Let's go. Cowboys and Browns. Who I think Cowboys going to win, of course, but I think Cowboys, they showed me a lot. They showed me that they could put pressure on the quarterback. They showed me they need to work on the secondary. That's what they showed me. They need to work on the secondary. With the Browns' second wide receivers, I don't think that's going to be a problem. But I feel like we need to cover Odell Beckham Jr. That's the problem. And I feel like Cowboys can do that. Just touch up on the offense and defense a little bit. Give Zeke some carries, and we'll be good. 20 to 30.
I got 30 Cowboys.
30-20, yeah. That's what I meant. Cowboys winning 30-20. Dev, you're very quiet.
I think the Cowboys are going to have, at least 40, maybe 40-25.
Okay, fair.
It shouldn't be a hard game.
Shouldn't be hard. The Browns, they've been okay recently.
Send that heat on Baker, and they should be good.
Yeah. Pats at Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes is coming off a big win versus Baltimore, but again, Cam Newton only got a loss versus Seattle, which who I feel like is the best team in the NFC. No doubt. This is gonna be a good game to watch. But I feel like Patrick Mahomes is gonna win, of course, 45-35.
Wow, 45, really?
Mm-hmm. Big game.
I'm gonna, coaches know each other, teams know each other. The only difference is that there's no Tom Brady. I still think he's a suitable replacement.
Or Gronk.
I definitely see the Patriots putting up a really, really tough fight here. I'm going to say the game's a little closer. I think the score definitely is pretty high. I'm going to go 38-34 Chiefs.
Okay.
Closer than what people think.
Yeah. It's going to be a good game. This is America's game of the week, I feel like.
A lot of points in the second half. A lot of points.
In the second. Yeah, okay. You think it's not going to be a lot of field goals? You think it's going to be a lot of touchdowns, no field goals?
I think the Patriots are going to try to run the ball as much as they can. It's going to be a really quick-moving first half, but then I feel like the Chiefs are going to come out, score a quick touchdown. Pat's got to get out of the run game, and then you're going to see a lot of throwing. I think Cam's going to throw for at least 300, 325 area, two to three touchdowns. I think they're going to try to rush the ball as much as possible, control the clock, but I think it's just you're going to have to get into a shootout every game with them. You're going to have to be able to throw the ball. So I think Cam's going to have to put up a really good game. Like I said, 38-34, something on the lines. However they get there. But it could be more. Who knows? But I definitely see a lot of points in the second half.
All right, Dev.
I'm gonna say 35-27.
All right,
Yeah,
last one. Bills been very, very fair.
Josh Allen, dark horse MVP.
Yeah,
Stephon Diggs.
but Bills versus Raiders. And they got my Cowboys old wide receiver Cole Beasley too. Don't forget about Cole Beasley. He's a good wide receiver.
I feel like the Bills could take it if they stop Josh Jacobs. They should be doing good, stop that run.
Yeah, my pastor, he's a big Bills fan. He's from Buffalo, so I'm gonna go with the Bills 35-17. What's your score, Dev?
Say like 40-20.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
I got Bills 30-13.
I'm just gonna do a little joke. Knock on wood if you're with me. That was a little good Raiders coach comedy. Thank you guys so much for coming on. I appreciate you guys. We'll be right back.